It says, "Command those who are rich in the present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. In this way they will lay up treasure for themselves as firm foundation for the coming age, so that they may take hold of the life that is truly life." This is the word of God for the people of God.
Thanks be to God.
Thank you, Ava. So, Nooma is a short film series created by Rob Bell and produced by a nonprofit called Flannel. There are 24 films in this series, and today we are going to watch number 13 as our message. It's called Rich. The youth group was exposed to this series at Upward, and we will be asking you some discussion questions when we are all finished watching the video.
I keep seeing this bumper sticker that's popular where I live. It says, "God bless America." Every time I see one, I think, God has blessed America. America is around 6% of the world's population, and we consume over 40% of its resources. The point isn't, how can God bless America more? The point is, how can America bless others? In the Bible, when God blesses somebody, when God gives to them, it's so that they'll bless and give to others. There's this verse in the Bible, a letter called 1 Timothy, and it says, "Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant or to put their hope in wealth." Now, I always assumed this verse was for somebody else. I mean, specifically somebody rich, but I have a car. 8% of the people in the world have a car. 92% of people in the world see you and I driving in our cars. And I don't care what kind of car you have. 92% of the people in the world see us driving in our cars and they think, rich. Do you have access to clean drinking water? Because somewhere around 1 billion people in the world don't even have clean water. So you and I, we go to the sink, we take out a glass, we get something to drink. That hundreds of millions of people in the world would watch us doing that. And they probably... somewhere around 800 million people won't eat today. 300 million of them are kids. Every couple seconds, somebody dies from hunger.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk.
Sure. You have some questions,
Boy, would you like to start now? Mitchell and Ethan are very amazing mic volunteers. I will ask you the questions. You guys can answer them as well as possible, I guess. You guys ready? All right, first question. Do you believe that everything you own is a gift from God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I feel like your answers would have been different if we finished the video, but that's okay. All right, next one. Are you a generous person?
Yes.
Does anyone want to elaborate?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
What was that previous question?
Are you a generous person?
And it's interesting to think about what criteria we intend to use. Because if you look at the life of Jesus, he was willing to give up just about everything. And
Yeah.
I am not willing to do that. I'm not sure I'm a generous person.
Thank you, Al.
It's always like to think of myself as generous, but yet I hang on to things that, I'm not willing to give up.
Yeah, I feel like we're all in the same boat. Boys, you can walk the microphone to the people who are speaking if you want to. I promise they will not bite. All right.
Some of us don't need a microphone.
Yeah.
Right?
Big mouth. I mean, the people on the live stream won't be able to hear you, but...
All right, come here, Al. I have something to say. I hope it's live to get that. Oh, so it's not on. Will you turn it on, guys?
Push the button on the bottom until it turns green.
Yep. It's green. Is it talking
We can hear you. Yeah.
So I think sometimes we think we're generous, but we're generous when it's convenient for us to be generous. Like Alan was saying, I think most of us, our society has brought us to this point where we want to be generous, but only when it's convenient, or we're never really put to the test of how much we would give up for somebody else's comfort or needs or whatever. And I think that we all struggle with that, especially if we're sitting here on Sunday morning and we're listening to what's going on in the sermon, and we think to ourselves, well, how could we be like those people, or how could we give up that much because we have to take care of ourselves first? And I think that's something that we all struggle with, and it's a personal struggle, but we all strive to do as much as we can.
All right, how about, are you content? And if not, what will it take? Go ahead, raise your hand. The boys will bring you a mic. No one wants to answer, that's also okay. Part of the video.
Yes, for the most part, I am content. But what are we content with? Are we content with how we are right now, or the religion that we have, or what? I believe that my whole being is a gift from God. What I do with it, how I live my life, is my gift back to Him. And I'm never content with what I have done for God. Thank you.
There's the message of the Nooma video that you were supposed to see, so thank you. Appreciate it. Basically, Rob Bell wanted to point out that all of us come to church and say that we're followers of Christ, but we're not actually living that kind of life that Jesus called His disciples to live. We touched on that briefly, like after Easter, we talk about Peter and how Peter is supposed to go out and he's supposed to make more disciples for Jesus because Jesus joins his Father in heaven. But that also pertains to us. He calls us to do that as well. I really hope that you guys enjoyed hearing about my mission trip and getting to see some of the youth that are in our church. We are all made to do good work, God's good work. That means each and every one of us has a divine purpose that is supposed to help the world go around. When are you going to fulfill that purpose? When are you finally going to let go of your riches and exit your comfort zone? As you leave today, I challenge you to think about these last two questions that Rob Bell would have left you with. What do you have to give, and who are you going to bless? Go in peace.
Thank you.